like I said, it was one of those things where it was like, this must supposed to happen because I didn't even get to reach out to you yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe the universe is saying, bring this young lady through now before she out of there. So you about to be on the road or something. I don't know. It's getting nice. So I said, yeah, might as well push the button on it. And now you here. Now you here.
I'm here.
So a little bit about the name. Let's get into the name.
Listen, I already knew that was coming up.
Let's get into. We gotta start with. We gotta address elephants first. You know.
Listen, all right. So basically, Yelli Sneaks. My middle name is Tamyel. I have my mom's middle name. There's one person started calling me a nickname Yelli, and then everybody started calling me Yelli. And I was like, and then my gamer tag is Dirty Sneaks. So I just took Yelli and I put Sneaks and I put them together because originally I was gonna go as Dirty Sneaks and he was like, nobody wants to say Dirty Sneaks.
Hey, don't do that. Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
But Yelli make you sound with Haitian or African or something.
Listen,
it gives it a unique sound that feels like it might have really been your government.
No, listen.
Until you say Sneaks and then it's like, well, shit. What do we? That's why I said it's an elephant because it's one of those things that's like, well, that's dope and then that's weird, but that's kind of cool. I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. But that is exactly where I got my name from. I'm glad that I went with Yelli and not Dirty Sneaks.
Yeah, Dirty wasn't for you. Wasn't for you.
But yeah.
Then you would have had to buy all the sneaks that come dirty already.
Ready?
And I don't even understand them. So
listen, and it worked out because then I get to call everybody sneakerheads. You know what I mean? So
I heard that, and that's what I was impressed with. He was like, "Yeah, I think she calls her people sneakerheads." I was like, "Oh, that's gold." I'm hating. I should have named myself Sammie Sneaks.
Listen,
and it fits. But you know, whatever.
Listen.
I might borrow it one day. I'll put it in a verse or something.
Hey,
I ain't gonna steal it. I'm just.
We could do a song together, a collab.
We could do that. We could do that. We could do that. So how long have you been Yelli Sneaks?
I've been Yelli Sneaks for officially a year now.
A year?
I started literally last year around this time. And yeah, it's been a year and it's been doing well.
So what do you officially do as Yelli Sneaks? Tell the people.
So I rap.
Mm-hmm.
I rap. I also make poetry.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a lot more other things. But yeah, specifically I rap. So that is what I get into. I dibble and dabble in some other things like photo shoots and all the other good things. But yeah.
So rapping has been a year?
It has been a year.
And poetry was how long?
Poetry, I've been doing that, oh my God, since I was little. Probably like 9, 8.
Started in school or? For
sure. I think it just started with like an assignment and then it just took off from there.
I'm good at rhyming words and structure. A little bit of structure in my stuff.
And then my teachers, like, they would always be like, "Hey, you should take this a little bit more serious." Like, da, da, da. And I was like,
because they was reading them other poems and was like, she got it.
So it just went from there. And I was also acting for a really long time. I wound up going to high school for it.
You give me actress vibes.
Really? Thank you. But yeah, I was doing that for a really long time. Just acting, writing, dancing. And then I kind of like slowed down on it once I got to college.
You went to performing arts school?
Yeah, I went to Kappa.
You went to Kappa? Yeah. I stood Kappa up. They used to call me every week for my audition. They used to leave answer on my answer machine. I'm old.
Oh my God.
And they used to be like, "Oh, hey, we're just calling to see if you can make it through this week for your audition." They used to do it every 2 weeks. I used to be like, "Yo, I'm going to engineering and science. Yeah. I heard y'all had no basketball team. I'm not going. I'm not going. They ain't got no basketball team."
I love you there though. I love you there.
I probably would have did well there.
They actually have a major too. That's kind of like branch out. I think they added that more recently. It's called MBTV, and that's for like film and all the other stuff. But yeah,
that's dope.
It was a dope experience. But once I got to college, I kind of like slowed down, and then once I met my producer, Samniba, he was like, well, I met him as Chris, as friends, and then I saw he was making beats. I was like, oh, that's hot. He was like, I think I was like reading him something or joking around playing on the mic, and he was like, yo, hop on this, and then it just went from there.
That's fire. That's fire. And you just went with it. It was like,
okay, yeah.
I'm here to perform. I am a performer. I'm classically trained.
Okay. I think I was like drunk a couple nights before my birthday, and he was like, hop on this, and I was like, all right.
That's fire. That's fire. And the first song came out dope?
It did.
You still rock with it now? It's only a year later. But
I definitely do rock with it. I feel like I can definitely hear my growth in it because there is definitely some things I'm like, ooh. But otherwise than that,
a little cringe on that one. I could have slid that in there a little smoother. That was a little rough.
No, literally.
I just said that. I ain't even try with that one.
No, literally. So it was like, I'm like, okay, I definitely could have done better. But otherwise than that, no. You had to start somewhere. Obviously.
Immediate feedback was good.
Yeah, it was. It actually was, surprisingly. Like, everybody around the dorms was like, oh, man. I was like, hold on, man. I like that.
You picked the perfect time to try rapping.
No, right?
Women is lit out here.
They are.
Super lit.
They are.
What would you say your influence is as far as your rapping? Was it the production, or did you go with your poetry vibes and what you already was into when you started rapping?
Good question. I feel like it was mainly like the vibes that I was bringing and the headspace I was in at that time.
You just broke up with somebody?
What kind of? Got me there. But no, I think it was the fact that I felt like I was in a space right now where I wasn't creating in a really long time. And when I saw somebody else doing it, and it just kind of reminded me of stuff that I actually love doing. I love being in the arts. So when I saw him, it kind of like triggered me a little bit to like, yo, I really kind of want to dip back into this. So poetry is definitely like an influence. Artists I think I love. I think I was sharing like vinyls that I had that I was showing my Kanye vinyls. He was like, oh shit, that's fire. I'm like, thanks. But otherwise than that, I think that's what really got me back into it. I'm like, damn, I really need to step my game up again. Like, yeah.
That's fire. That's really dope. As far as the poetry, did you have poetry books out? Are you published anywhere? Is it anything somebody could Google?
So no, unfortunately, but I am working on probably trying to publish a poetry book soon. Either that or trying to get into where I create a show where there'll be other performances with people like poetries and all the other stuff. But I'm trying to get into that and maybe make a show out of it or a book out of it, something, because I do want to share my work. And I feel like other people could probably relate to it as well.
Have any poems became songs?
Liquid Smooth, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
So I have a song called Liquid Smooth. I use my favorite artist, Mitski. And I also use, yeah, she's dope. And I used another song. I used a game, Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know if you heard of it, but yeah, I used clips of that. And I told Chris, I was like, yo, mesh these two together, like mesh these two songs. And I wound up using one of my poems at the end of the song, but I was rapping about what the poem was really about, which was like basically wanting to be loved more to an extent outside of my body, like just having people not romanticize the idea of me, and once they get into a relationship with me or anything serious, like they leave. So I think that was like, it's just more to me than me feeling like an object to things or an object to people. No object permanence though. So that's really what it was about.